Hello everybody, welcome to Mastering Docker course by Avionics. My name is Ahmed and I will be your instructor in this course. In this brief introduction, we're going to have a look at the topics that are going to be covered in this course. Now, what is Docker? Perhaps this is the first question that will pop into your head when you view this introduction. Well, let's explain Docker by this scenario. Ever thought about installing a new software for testing purposes on your local machine? Worried about modifying your system and having to uninstall the software once you're done with it? What if the software caused some damage to your system? And what if this damage is unrecoverable? One answer to those questions is to install a virtualization software. A lot of virtualization softwares are available in the market. Some of them are free and some others are paid, including VMware, VirtualBox, and other types of virtualization software. But this will consume a lot of resources to create just a virtual machine to test Nginx with some prototype web application, for example. It will consume a lot of CPU, hard disk, memory, and so on. These are scarce resources that you will need. Then imagine that you're testing like a dozen applications at the same time. Yes, some people do that. Some people have a lot of applications that have to be tested at the same time, and some of them even interact with each other, so you will have to create numerous virtual machines at the same time. Accordingly, this will consume a lot of resources. So the more elegant answer is to use Docker. Docker will create a completely isolated container inside which the software would run. When it is no longer needed, a simple command will remove it totally from your system. Now, what are you going to know about Docker? What are we going to cover in this course? After finishing this course, you will be ready to use Docker in your daily development or testing activities or whatever the task that will be needed by Docker. You will know the ins and outs of the application. Some, but not all, of the topics covered include how to pull a Docker image and run a container from it, and we are going to learn about images and containers in the course, how to interact with the container and to customize it to fit your needs, how to make the host communicate with the container, network-wise and storage-wise, how to share files between the host and the container, and finally, how to build your own container and the different ways of publishing this container or this image online. Now, what do you need to get the maximum out of this course? First thing is a computer running Microsoft Windows. The preferred version is Windows 8 or higher, or any modern Linux distribution. Ubuntu is very fine, Red Hat is fine, CentOS or any other Linux distribution is okay, as long as it's modern enough. Or of course the Mac OS X. The examples in the course are done on Ubuntu 16.04, but actually Docker runs equally on all supported OSs. Actually, this is the main reason why people use Docker, because it runs equally on all the operating systems that it supports. You don't need any prior Docker knowledge to enroll in this course. You will do, however, need some Linux background. You should know what Linux is, at least, and how to run simple commands. You will have to be familiar with the concept of virtualization, although this is not strictly required. And of course, last but definitely not least, an eagerness to learn and follow the examples in the course, in addition to creating your own examples and playing with the commands that you're going to know. I hope you're going to enjoy this course, and see you in section 1.